All right, guys, this is just a blank video. I'm just talking to you because I want to get you guys up to date. Today's a Tuesday, so I'm uploading a bunch of information tonight for you guys. And I want to set up our first exam that's going to be on the computer. Now, what I want you guys to understand is that I'm going to be setting up a lecture in a few minutes about what to do for your exam and how we're going to do it. The other part of that is also going to give you the opportunity for me to go over some questions that you're going to see on your exam. Your exams are going to be multiple choice and true and false questions, just as that's about all we can really get done. Now, the true and false and the multiple choice questions are going to be worded and set up the same way as what you guys have taken during your quizzes. So the questions are going to be certain things. Now, keep in mind, you have the access to Google. You have the access to any other resource that you have because you're all doing this at your own leisure and at your homes, in your bedrooms, in your desks, whatever you've got yourself set up to. Hopefully, it's a good spot of learning. Now, the key that I want to point out is that your slides can be open when you're taking your exam. I'm not going to be sitting there overlooking your shoulders. So questions are going to come from your slides. They're going to come from the practice problems we've done. And then there's going to be situational problems. So let's start off with first thing I want to talk about is your slides. Any information that's pertained or written in your slides is fair game for me to ask you on a quiz. You have the ability not even to have to worry about studying your slides, but you have the ability to look at them during your tests. Now keep in mind, the tests are going to be timed. They'll be an hour and 15 minutes, just like our class time was. It does take you some extra work. Keep in mind the other part of that. Anytime a professor gives you such as this, a take-home test, usually they're a little bit harder than what you're used to. So please make sure that you use your time wisely. Those of you that have academic appointments or extra timing and stuff, we'll take care of that, and it'll be set up when you take your exam. The key here is that you manage your time properly and use your available resources. That means whether it be your notes, whether it be the homework questions we've done, so on and so forth. I will not be using the exact same questions that we've done as practice problems, but the concepts behind them will be the same. So the next video that you are going to hear from me is going to be me talking about your slides and what to know and certain things, just as if it's a reviewing class. Now you have got to take responsibility and go over the questions that we've done for practice problems and the things that you've done to make sure you're prepared for this exam. Just because your professors and myself are told that we need to be accommodating and work with everybody, that still does not give you the opportunity to just slack off and expect to pass the class for the semester. You still have to do some work. So I am going to be looking through your quiz scores. I don't really care if there's a good score or a bad score. The key here is that I want to see the effort. I have not received a single email. Well, let me rephrase that. I have only received 3 emails since last Tuesday. So either A, I've done a good job explaining things on these YouTube videos, or B, you guys are not paying any attention to this course. So we will find out which of those two is the situation come this weekend when your exam is posted. And again, when I put up the prep for the exam lecture, you'll know all the timing and everything else. I will also send the timing, the date that it's got to be done by and everything via email. So not only will it be in a voice file for you to listen to, but you will also have the opportunity to see it written down as day. This way there's no complaints, there's no issues. Every one of you guys should be checking your email daily. Okay, I have given you guys opportunities. I'm usually up. There's a couple students that have reached out to me via email, and I've given them my cell phone and speaking to them to answer questions that is easier for me to just talk to them over the phone. So please make sure that if you've got questions that can't be answered over the email, I'm willing to work with you guys. We are here to work with you guys. So keep that in mind, okay? So that's going to be your update for just where we're heading today and the rest of this week and the beginning of next week. Now, we do have 3 chapters left to go and about 3 weeks left to do it, which we will be pushing through this information. The next 3 chapters or the rest of the semester is not the hardest items in the world. But again, we're also doing this remotely and doing it all online. So it may be a little bit difficult, but I'm hoping that with the videos, the voice lectures that you guys are listening to, that we should have a little bit of a better time doing this. All right, so this is your update. Follow further instructions. Pay attention to the dates on the descriptions of your emails and things like that, and keep checking Vanco. Check the dates and follow along. Again, follow directions. It's imperative that you pay attention to the directions and pay close attention to what I'm saying. So I'm signing off on this one. The next one you will see will be our test prep. Please follow the order of what I'm putting up.